Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha. I am planted in platinum. It is so good to see you guys. In today's video, we're going to be going through 12 Hoyas that are doing the most for me right now. I'm very excited to show them to you. So if this is something that you're into, grab yourself a coffee, get cozy, and let's get right into it. All right, you guys, I am not going to go in any particular order. I am just going to grab Hoyas and we can start talking about them. Hoya number one is my Hoya Paradisea Pink flowers. Oh my goodness, look at those new leaves. They are just beautiful. When they emerge, they're quite pinky, which I love. And then they kind of fade off to this like coppery yellow color. And then they harden off to this beautiful dark green. Like those are just phenomenal. And I love that it trails. Like this just cascades down my shelf and looks so beautiful. And you guys, I think that she's growing another vine. Oh my goodness, I am so stoked about that. It's just so pretty. I got this one from my friend Simran, who has given me a couple of these Hoyas. And yeah, this is a Hoya I did not know that I needed until I had it in my hands. And I was like, oh my goodness, it is growing so good for me. I just have it in a tree fern soil mix, which is kind of chunky. So that is something that Hoyas really like, is to have a nice airy mix, and tree fern just complements a soil mix for Hoyas so well. So yeah, I think that that's my new go-to for Hoyas, is the tree fern soil mix. But yeah, she is just a stunner, and I love her leaf shape, and I love the color of the green. It's just so dark and beautiful. And I just have her in this pot that I thrifted. I thought it was cute. It kind of brings the pot up a little bit so that she can trail down the shelf easier. It doesn't look the greatest, but pretty soon it will be covered up with vines. That is the plan anyways. So Hoya number one is Hoya Paradisea Pink. And I am going to put the flowers up for you guys over here of all of the Hoyas. And I'll tell you if they've bloomed for me. This one hasn't bloomed yet, but I hope it does one day because I would love to see the blooms on this. Hoya number two is Hoya Clandestina. And I'm not sure if this is the white flowers or the pink flowers. I'll put the flowers up over here. But it is so gorgeous. Like, look at those leaves. That is insane. They're so Jurassic-y. I love it. This Hoya has just exploded for me. My bestie came up last summer and took a cutting of this, because this is actually from her plant, and then her plant didn't make it, so she took a cutting from my plant, and yeah, it just went nuts. Like, what the heck? I love the veiny Hoyas, and this is a Hoya that I don't see talked about too often, so it's kind of cool to have it. Like, I don't know, I don't think it's super rare or anything, but it's just one that you don't really see too much. I've had some edema issues watering it, which is why it has those black dots on the leaf. Down there, can you see that? That's just from edema. It's really hard to water Hoyas, especially when the seasons are changing and the Hoyas take up more or less water. It's just kind of inconsistent for them. So that happens to me quite a bit. And I would say I'm more of an overwaterer than an underwaterer. But yeah, she's a queen. I love her. I should chop her again soon, but I'm kind of liking her nice and full. She does look really pretty. Hoya Clandestina. Hoya number three is Hoya Nathalie. How cutie. I am a sucker for the Hoyas that have a black margin. I think that is so pretty. And this one is no exception. It's just so cool. I love it. I think that it just adds such a unique personality to the plant, and I love black. I wear a lot of black. I buy a lot of black accessories. Black is just my color, so it's really cool to have plants that are dark like that, even if it's not the whole leaf. It's just part of the plant. It's just so cool. I love it. And there's the new little baby leaf coming in right there. So cute. I don't even remember where I got this Hoya. Maybe from my friend Cliff, who used to sell plants in town here. I'm not too sure. I think I may have. But it's also one that has nice round leaves. I had this in my cabinet under some Barinas, and now I just moved it upstairs in front of my window because it's getting too tall for my cabinet and it's just ready to come out. So I just have it in a north-facing window. You can see these lights were grown under the Barinas because I didn't move it too long ago. So those would be the newest ones, and they're pretty light green. So I think it was getting a little bit bleached as well. But I want to get the leaves nice and dark like this one in the back here. So nice. But yeah, this is a Hoya that I will forever love. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And another one that's pretty unique. I like the round-leafed Hoyas that are not super hard. And this one for me is not hard. I think I struggle with them though because I'm an overwaterer, and you don't really need to water those ones too often because their leaves are so thick. They just hold a lot of water inside their leaves already. But these ones aren't super thick. They're kind of thinner. You can kind of see. So yeah, it's not like a true round leaf Hoya that is nice and thick. This one takes up a little bit more water, which is super good for me. Hoya number 4 is Hoya Lyi Prism. And you guys, that is such a beautiful Hoya. Do you see those leaves? Oh my goodness, they're so magical. I love them. Little baby leaf. So this is another Hoya from Simran, and this one took forever to root, and it's not even like crazy rooted, but it definitely does have a little bit of roots. So I'm hoping that it just keeps rooting out in this no drainage container for me, because I don't know if this one's normally hard to root, but yeah, it took me months just to get a couple little roots on it. But it's worth it. It's just so beautiful. I love plants that have pink on them and variegation of any sort. And this one is just so, so beautiful. This was on my wish list for so long, and I'm so grateful to finally have it. It's just one that is just like very, I don't even know how to describe it, very magical and like whimsy, and just like something you would see in like a fairy garden. It's just so, so pretty. I think this would look really pretty in a terrarium. Maybe I should make some sort of like little tiny leafed Hoya terrarium. That would look really cool. And put some like fairies and mushrooms and stuff in it. Oh my goodness, that would be so much fun. Maybe we'll have to do that. We'll see. But this is Hoya Lyi Prism. Number 5 is my Hoya Kaimuki, and you guys, look at her. She is just slaying her life. I love the way she lays on her trellis. I think she is so incredibly beautiful. She's just growing like mad, and you guys, she's in the tiniest little container, and it is so full of roots. I need to repot her like urgently. And she's in pond, which I don't really do for Hoyas anymore, so I'll get her out of here, but she is looking good. I don't think she really minds. She looks very happy, so I really like looking at her. She's just in my north-facing window as well, and I was afraid that she might be getting too much sun there, but she's actually doing not too bad. So I think she was fine over the summer, and it's really nice to see her so full and so beautiful. This Hoya took me a long time to get under control. It was really hard to grow at first. There's a new leaf there. But yeah, once I figured her out and moved her around my house a couple times, I think that we are on a good track now, and she's just growing beautifully for me. Like, I would love for this to get even bigger. Just so gorgeous. And a side note, does anyone know where to get like bigger circular trellises? Like not like just a little bit bigger, but like big. That would be really helpful because I have some plants that I would really like to have like large trellises for, and I have no idea where to look. So shoot me some recommendations in the comments, please. That would be so helpful. But this here is Hoya Kaimuki. Number 6 is Hoya Carrii. Oh, I love this Hoya so much. It is so beautiful. It looks like a philodendron micans or like a little baby anthurium or something. They're just so cool. This is another like dainty, whimsical Hoya. I love it so much. I've chopped this one so many times. I need to just let it grow. But this is another one that would look really pretty like on a circular trellis maybe. I'm not too sure. Or do these trail? Does anybody have these trailing? That would actually be really pretty as well. I'm not too sure what I want to do with it. This is kind of a Hoya that I want to chop up and try growing in different ways because I really wouldn't mind having a bunch of them all over my house. They're just so pretty. The leaf is kind of thick, but it's not thin. Like it definitely is thicker. So this one does drink quite a bit of water, I've noticed. But if you do overwater it, it's not happy either. So it's kind of a really fine line. I would say don't let it completely dry out, but also don't let it stay too moist either, if that makes any sense. But she is a cutie, and I have never seen her flower, but I'll put them over here like the other ones, and hopefully one day we can get her to bloom. She is just so, so gorgeous. I am obsessed. So pretty. And I think these sunstress red, I would like to try to sunstress this, but I don't want it to dry out too much either. We'll see. We will see. Maybe we'll have to take a cutting and sunstress it. Number 7 is my Hoya Serpens. You guys, she is such a queen. Look at her. I love her so much. I have had this plant for probably a good 3 years now. And yeah, she has just grown beautifully for me. It's another one that takes a little while to understand the care of, but once you do figure it out, she will just grow for you like a dream. And this is another one that I've had in the same cup forever in pon. Like, look at that. It needs a repot, but I'm so scared to repot these like really root-bound Hoyas because I don't want them to rot. So when I do repot them, I think I'm gonna take a bunch of cuttings just in case. But this one has little peduncles like all over it. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. It has those all over it, and it did bloom for me once this year, which I'll put over there, which I was so excited about, and it actually smelled really good. I can't quite put my finger on what it smelled like, but it was amazing. I really liked it. So hopefully we can get some more blooms because there's literally peduncles all over it, but this is one that is famous for blasting its peduncles, so we'll see if we get another bloom on it. That would be extremely cool. And my friend has this one too, and she said that mine is a splash. You see how the leaves are splashy? She said they're normally just like green, which I do have a lot of green leaves on here as well. Oops. Like some that are just green, but a lot of them are quite splashy. So yeah, that was interesting. But I do love myself a little tiny leafed Hoya. I think that the little trailing Hoyas are adorable, and I can't wait until she blooms for me again. Like, it'll be so cool one day when she has blooms all over her. Oh my goodness. Number 8 is my Hoya Nabawanensis Variegated. Look how pretty she is. Oh my goodness. I am obsessed with this plant. It is so nice. I got this as like a little tiny, like a 1 leaf or 2 leaf cutting. I don't even remember how many leaves it had, but the stem was like super, super, super short, and I was scared that it wasn't going to root, but it did. Like, I don't think I've ever rooted a Hoya that tightly cut before in my life. It was really nerve-wracking, but it was a pretty sweet accomplishment, so I was pretty stoked about that. And now look at her. Like, she just looks amazing. These used to be so, so expensive, and I got this as the price came down quite a bit, so I was pretty excited that I actually got this. And the price dropped relatively quickly, I would say, for like a more expensive Hoya, so that was also nice too. I thought I would have to wait longer for sure, but I didn't. So here she is, and she is just beautiful. I would really like to get the Hoya Crassi Petiolatus Variegated. I was gonna say splash, but the variegated, oh my goodness, that is so, so pretty too. But this one will do. It is just a dream to be able to grow this. I can't wait until it starts bushing out. I haven't had this for super, super long. I would say probably less than a year, or maybe close to a year. But yeah, she is slowly starting to grow for me, and I really look forward to watching her vine out and maybe put her on a trellis one day. She is so exciting. And I think this one sunstresses purple. I can't remember, I'll have to look it up, but I know this one sunstresses. I just can't remember what color. Hoya number 9 is, of course, my Hoya Mirabilis. Oh, you guys know this is my favorite Hoya, I think. Look how dark it is. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's like a constellation on the leaf. They're so splashy, and the leaves get almost black. Just gorgeous. And this is another one that I still have in pond that really needs a repot. But yeah, this one I keep cutting, and I really need to let this one grow. I've had this one for a while now. And yeah, she doesn't really grow much because I keep cutting her, but I should stop. I should make that one of my goals next year, is not to cut this, and see how big I can grow it, because it's just such a beautiful Hoya. I actually gifted Fern a piece, I think for her birthday last year or something, and hers bloomed for her this year, and it's so pretty. The blooms were gray. I'm like, oh my God, girl. I haven't had those bloom for me yet, so I'm really excited to be able to witness those blooms in real life, because wow. This is one that is definitely a Hoya that I just bought for the foliage, but the flowers, after seeing hers, I'm like, okay, I could definitely use a set of flowers. I heard that they smell like grass, but I'm not too sure because I've never seen them or smelled them. But I don't know if I want them to smell like grass. But if they're pretty, I'll take them. If they're pretty, I will take them. Hoya number 10 is Hoya Pandurata Vietnam Silver. Look at those leaves, you guys. Aren't they so cool? Oh my goodness. I love splashy leaves. And I've never had a Pandurata, but I'm pretty stoked to have this because I think it's going to be phenomenal. It's even got some baby leaves coming at the end there, which is exciting. And this one I have in the original pot it came in, and it looks like it's just soil, but it's pretty happy. So I'm gonna have to repot her eventually as well. But this is the only Hoya, I think, that I have growing in my plant room on the shelf behind me, actually. So yeah, I usually just have like my aeroids in here, but she is special, so she deserves a seat on the shelf with my beautiful anthuriums. I think she is just so cool. This is one that I didn't really have on my radar either, and I bought this really cheap in a local plant purge, so I was pretty lucky to get that locally. This isn't one that you see too often, like available for sale, so I was pretty excited when that one popped up on my feed. It's just so gorgeous. I love the splashy Hoyas. We are almost there. This is Hoya number 11. This is Hoya Collina IR26. And I picked her because she is starting to sun stress for me. Do you guys see that? Might be hard to see with this lighting. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not too dark. Let's try to show you this way. Yeah, you can see it. See how the leaves are super dark? They're like burgundy, like almost purple. They're so pretty. I am obsessed. I think they are just so cute. This Hoya actually took quite a while for me to grow, but yeah, she's just taking off now. I think she really wanted to be in higher light. So since I moved her into my window with the sun, she has just started growing pretty good for me now. I think I just broke the tip off. Oopsie, sorry little buddy. Well, hopefully that sparks a growth point from down below. I do feel bad for breaking the tip off of her though, but she is so pretty and so cutesy. I just thought that she would be a great addition to the 12 Hoyas that I am swooning over right now, because I love when I can sun stress a Hoya. That is like such a planty goal for me. I just love changing the colors of the plant. Colors are awesome. I am a fan of colorful plants, and I just think sun stressing is such a cool thing that you can do in the plant hobby. Hoya number 12 is Hoya Hypolasia, and this is a very fuzzy leafed Hoya, if you can see that. It's got like the super fuzz on it on the backside as well. The whole leaf is just fuzz. It's wild. It's so cool. And I did not know that this one came in a small leafed variety. And I don't think that the seller, this wasn't actually one that I bought. I think I traded this one, or it was a gift. And this one is from Simran because it has her tag here. So yeah, I think I remember her saying she didn't know that it was a small leafed variety, which is really cool. I mean, some of these leaves are pretty big though. Like look at this one. So these must get huge. Like the big leaf ones must be massive. I'll see if I can find a picture and put it over here. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll have to look that up. But they are just so cool. And this one has actually been growing pretty good for me, actually. So I'm just gonna leave it on this trellis and see what she will do. She's another one that is just in my tree fern and soil mix, and she seems to be pretty happy. So we will see how she does during the cooler season that is upcoming. I really want her to bloom for me because these blooms are so cute. So maybe next season with any luck. Do you guys have this one? If so, is it a quick bloomer or do you have to wait forever? Because I do not want to wait forever. I really want this to bloom for me. But until then, I will just enjoy the fuzz because it is incredible. I am obsessed. All right, you guys, that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by my little planty channel. It is always a pleasure having you here. If you're looking for more plant content from me, you can head over to Instagram. I am plantedinplatinum. If you have any questions or comments about anything, you can leave them down below in the comment section and I will be sure to reply to you. And I think that is it. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps my little planty channel grow so much. But thank you so much for being here and I will see you in the next one. Bye.